Social Security is one of the cornerstones of financial security for millions of Americans, and if you're part of the senior community, chances are it's a vital source of income for you. But what if I told you that there's a significant opportunity to boost your Social Security benefits, one that you can't afford to miss? In fact, millions of people across the U.S. are about to receive extra Social Security payments, but there's an important catch. You need to file before a specific date. Here's the deal. Due to recent changes in Social Security laws, a new window has opened for individuals to receive more benefits, but only if they act quickly. It's easy to feel overwhelmed or confused about all the changes, especially when it comes to something as important as your retirement benefits. But getting the facts now could make a world of difference in your monthly checks. The truth is, the Social Security system has gone through a series of updates, and not everyone is fully aware of what those changes mean for them. In fact, some of these updates could directly impact how much you receive or even allow you to access additional funds you may not have realized you're entitled to. If you're serious about maximizing your Social Security payout, understanding these changes is key, and filing your claim in time could be the difference between receiving hundreds or thousands of extra dollars over the course of your retirement. But it's not just about knowing what to do, it's about knowing when to do it. Missing the filing deadline could mean missing out on a substantial increase in your monthly benefits. So if you've been wondering whether you qualify for extra Social Security payments, or if there's a way to get more from your benefits, now is the time to take action. Time is ticking, and the clock is counting down on the deadline to file. Don't let this opportunity slip by. In this video, we are breaking down exactly what you need to know, step by step. We'll cover the changes you need to be aware of, how you can ensure you file on time, and why now might be the best time in years to claim what you're entitled to. Absolutely! Let's dive deeper into the changes happening with Social Security and how you can take advantage of this window to receive extra benefits. Many of us, especially those who are already retired or approaching retirement age, rely on Social Security to help maintain our quality of life. Whether it's covering daily expenses, medical bills, or just providing a sense of financial security, Social Security is a lifeline. But here's the thing, Social Security isn't a one-size-fits-all system, and the amount you receive can vary based on several factors. With recent changes that have come into play, it's critical to understand how you can benefit from this new opportunity. Social Security, as many of us know, is not static. It evolves over time to keep up with inflation, changes in the economy, and shifts in the aging population. But right now, there's something unique happening. A special opportunity has been put in place to give millions of people an extra boost to their monthly benefits. This change is not automatic, and unfortunately, it's not something that everyone will benefit from unless they act quickly. That's why it's essential to take the right steps before the filing deadline passes. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly has changed, and why should I care? Well, in recent years, Congress has been making adjustments to ensure Social Security remains sustainable as the number of retirees increases. Some of these changes have made it possible for eligible individuals to receive additional payments, which could have a significant impact on their financial situation. This could mean extra funds to use however you need, whether it's for travel, healthcare, or just everyday living expenses. The problem is, this isn't something that will be automatically applied to your account. You need to know when and how to file to ensure you're not leaving money on the table. One of the most crucial changes you need to be aware of is related to eligibility. For many seniors, the amount they can receive depends heavily on their lifetime earnings and the age at which they begin claiming Social Security. However, some of the newer adjustments allow for a recalculation of certain benefits. That means if you haven't been claiming Social Security for long or have just started claiming in the past few years, there could be an opportunity to increase your monthly payment by filing before the specific deadline. These changes are designed to help you make up for years of missed benefits, especially if you worked in jobs that weren't covered by Social Security or if your income history was inconsistent. But here's the catch, you need to know when to file. These extra payments are tied to specific dates, and once the window closes, so does your chance to receive this boost. This is why it's crucial to stay informed about the filing process and make sure you don't miss the deadline. There's nothing more frustrating than realizing you've missed out on a golden opportunity simply because you didn't act fast enough. You might also be wondering if this extra Social Security payment is for everyone. The answer is no, but here's the good news. There's a broad group of seniors who will qualify if they file within the necessary time frame. If you've worked for a significant amount of time, contributed to the Social Security system, and are at least 62 years old, the age at which you're eligible to start claiming benefits, you could be in the clear. However, the specifics of eligibility can vary based on your personal situation. For instance, those who worked in a job where Social Security taxes were not withheld may be able to apply for a higher payment now. But this isn't the only change you should be paying attention to. As you might know, Social Security has seen increases over the years to keep pace with inflation. The most recent cost of living adjustments (COLAs) have given many seniors a larger check each month, but there's a unique provision tied to this year's adjustment. For certain individuals, an even larger increase in benefits will occur, but only if the filing process is done correctly and on time. This is part of the reason why the deadline is so important. It's not just about the basic COLA increase. It's about claiming the extra benefits that are specifically available under these new rules. Let's take a closer look at how this affects your retirement plans. Social Security isn't just a benefit. It's a foundational part of your retirement strategy. With the current economy, many people are relying more than ever on Social Security payments to cover their basic living expenses. The additional funds could allow you to enhance your lifestyle, reduce financial stress, or even prepare for unexpected medical costs. In a world where medical bills can drain your savings, this extra financial cushion could make a big difference in your long-term well-being. That's why it's so critical to act now. With inflation rising, healthcare costs increasing, and a general uncertainty about the future, any extra income could help you maintain your independence and quality of life in retirement. It could mean you have more freedom to enjoy the things you've worked so hard for throughout your life. Whether it's spending time with family, traveling, or simply enjoying some well-deserved leisure time. Another thing to keep in mind is that while the process of filing might seem daunting at first, it doesn't have to be. In fact, the Social Security Administration (SSA) has made significant efforts to streamline the application process, making it easier than ever to file and ensure that you're receiving the maximum benefits possible. You don't have to go through this alone. There are resources available to help you navigate the system and make sure you're taking advantage of everything you're entitled to. Now, you might still have some questions. Perhaps you're wondering whether you need to work with a financial advisor or hire an expert to help with your filing. While you can certainly consult an advisor, it's important to note that many people successfully handle the filing process themselves. The SSA's website offers step-by-step instructions, and the forms are designed to be user-friendly. However, if you're unsure or need personalized help, don't hesitate to reach out to your local Social Security office or a trusted financial professional. This is your money, and you deserve to make sure you're claiming everything you're entitled to. One of the biggest barriers to claiming these extra benefits is simply the fear of making mistakes. The good news is that Social Security makes corrections if errors are found, and the system is designed to catch mistakes. However, the earlier you file, the sooner any issues can be resolved. Delaying could lead to even more complications or missed opportunities. That's why time is of the essence. If you want to receive the extra payments, you need to make sure your filing is in order and submitted before the deadline passes. Finally, let's talk about what comes next after you've filed. If you meet the deadline and your filing is processed correctly, you should begin to see the extra payments reflected in your monthly benefits soon after. This could provide immediate relief in your budget or give you the flexibility to save for bigger financial goals. In the long term, this could help you maintain your independence and ensure that you're never caught off guard by rising costs or unforeseen expenses. Social Security isn't just a retirement benefit, it's your peace of mind, and these changes are designed to help provide that security in a time of economic uncertainty. In conclusion, millions of seniors across the United States are about to receive extra Social Security payments, but only if they act in time. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. The changes to Social Security are real, and they can make a big difference in your monthly benefits. But you must file before the deadline to ensure that you're not leaving money on the table. Take the time to learn about the changes, file on time, and enjoy the extra financial security you deserve. After all, this is your future, and every dollar counts. Don't wait, file now, and start receiving the benefits you've earned.